Alaka, look at what has just arrived in our offices. The cool guys from SnoMaster, see what I did there? Cool guys, have just sent me their brand new humidor, which has just arrived in South Africa. Probably because they know that I do enjoy a cigar from time to time, or because I'm approaching a midlife crisis. As a cigar enthusiast, I'm gonna be opening this bad boy up, playing with it, testing it, and letting you know what I think about it. So in terms of my first impressions, I'm really impressed. I mean, I'm loving this sleek design, very typical of SnoMaster's current design language. I mean, if you've got a wine fridge or a beverage cooler from them, it's gonna match perfectly. So what's really blowing my mind is the amount of value you're getting here. For under 8,000 Rand, it feels amazing. And you're really getting strong wood finishing, and you're getting features that I've come to expect from high-end German brands, easily charging well over 45,000 Rand for a humidor. I'm now going to switch it on and do a bit of a test. I want to see if it holds that perfect temperature and holds the humidity that will really protect and look after my cigar collection, giving me the best enjoyment out of my smokes. So I've just plugged it in, and what really stands out at me straight away is two things. One, how quiet it is, and two, this really cool soft light that will illuminate your cigar collection. So I'm not just going to be testing to see if the humidity is aligned with the actual humidor, but I'm also going to be testing to see how quick it does get to the right percentage of humidity. Fortunately, this particular humidor can go up to 80%, which is more than ample for any cigar collection. Currently we're sitting at 43%, so I'm going to be checking how long that goes. But I do need to put some water in first, or else it's never going to get to that temperature. So what stands out to me right away is this polymer membrane that SnoMaster has put into their new water container. I've never seen a humidor with this before, but makes perfect sense. So I'm just going to be topping this up with some water. So I promised I'd give myself an hour, but it's been 30 minutes and I'm just itching. I can see that the humidor's display is actually adjusting, and it's currently giving me a reading of 21 degrees and 54% humidity. So I want to check, and I want to cross correlate that with the hygrometers that are in the unit at the moment. So, damn, that's pretty close to dawn. I mean, we're sitting at 53% here, and this is sitting at 54% and 22 degrees. I mean, that is a negligible discrepancy. It's probably due to the Thermo cooling technology that comes in this, which is actually designed for warmer climates like South Africa and tropical climates. But again, I cannot emphasize how quiet this machine is, and how little vibration it actually is putting off. What I want to do now is I actually want to start stacking it up and start putting some of the cigars in there to actually see how it holds. SnoMaster do say it can take up to 200 sticks. I think that's a lot, to be honest, to put into this machine, but let's just check. I've got a nice collection of various sizes, different assortments, boxed and singles, so let's check how it plays out. So I've just packed my collection in there, and I've just put close to around 80 to 90 cigars in this unit. I am a bit cynical of the 200 cigars that SnoMaster are claiming that this unit can fit. However, I'm pretty sure if you do pack it properly and you're very methodical on your packing process, you'll get your 200. However, I don't know if that is something you'd want to do. I think you could comfortably get anywhere from probably 80 to 130 cigars in here while still being able to enjoy and see your collection. But if you're putting 200 sticks in here, you're not going to see what's at the back. They're going to be very tightly packed, and I'd actually recommend against that. So I do want to give it another half an hour. I do want to see how quickly it does get up to the 72% humidity that I'm hoping to get it to. But while I'm waiting, I do want to state why a humidor of this is, for a cigar enthusiast, is so important. If you are a collector of cigars and you've probably got one of those old conventional boxes, you know how painful those boxes are, treating it, looking after it, how limiting they can become. So to have an electronic humidor of this caliber, to keep that perfect humidity, to store an ever-growing collection at this value proposition, it's a really wonderful thing. I cannot emphasize how excited and how the South African cigar community deserves this. Right, so I'm gonna let it finish up and get to the perfect percentage of humidity that I'm hoping to get to. I'm gonna let it run for another half an hour and hoping that thermo-cooling technology is as fast as they claim, especially in a pretty hot room in a tropical climate, which is what this thing was designed for, right? Lacquer, so I did come back in about an hour and it still wasn't ready, but I mean, that's not a big stress. I mean, it is a humidor after all. It's not like we're after instant humidification. So it's been probably a couple of hours since I switched it on and since I loaded it up. The display is sitting at 66%. I had it set to 72%. So it's not quite getting from a display perspective to the 72% that I did set it. However, I did just check and the hygrometers, I've got both hygrometers here. From a temperature perspective, they're both sitting perfectly at the 21 degrees, but there does seem to be a bit of a difference. So it is sitting at 71% humidity, which to me is almost the perfect humidity. There is a slight discrepancy. I don't know which is correct. Furthermore, I did actually take a cigar, and I've got this Rocky Patel here that I have been kind of checking. It went in pretty dry, and now I'm already hearing that the cracking has been taken away. It's sitting really nice and dry, cool to the touch. So, all in all, I am proper impressed with this SnoMaster humidor. It is stylish, it feels great, it looks good, it holds an ample amount. So in summary, I love this machine. Really easy to set up. You simply just load the water into the water tray. It's got that polymembrane absorption, which adds to the humidity, paired with the thermo-cooling technology for hotter climates like we enjoy here in South Africa. This is a no-brainer. If you're even mildly enthusiastic about cigars and you want to start building up a collection without fiddling with Boveda packs in cedarwood humidors, and you have to wash those down every week, make sure that the temperature's right, make sure that the hygrometer is installed. Here is an all-in-one solution. This is, I'm proper impressed. For under 8,000 Rand versus 45,000 Rand plus, finally, a humidor for the people.